All right, welcome back from football to finance. A former NFL wide receiver, Wayne Chrebet, made history playing 11 seasons with the New York Jets. But now the ex-NFL star is scoring big in the boardroom at wealth management firm Moldaver, Lee and Chrebet Group. This is at Stifel Nicholas, by the way. He joins us in studio now, along with longtime business partner Ed Moldaver. I'm having name problems this morning. Moldaver. Okay, beautiful. So, big question: what is the big play in the area of finance now, going from football to finance?
Football to finance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into the business 8 years ago, joined Ed. The biggest thing for me is we started a sports and entertainment initiative. The biggest thing is you see players, a lot of times 75% are either bankrupt or have financial distress, and I think just trying to get the word out and what they can do to avoid that. And we started that, and we've had some success, and it's just trying to make that transition for them from player to retirement so they don't have that problem.
Why is that transition so hard? Because we do hear those stories so often.
A lot of time it's surrounding yourself with the right people. You know, players tend to have their family members and friends do their finances and accounting work, and they're having tax problems, issues later on in life, and you know, they need to take care of that and not do that.
So what's the most important thing to help these players with? I mean, what do you do? I mean, this is during play and post-play.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing to understand is it's not a unique situation. It's like anybody else all of a sudden losing their job, right? So the only difference is these guys made tremendous amount of money, and they have to understand that when it ends, it should last them for the rest of their lives, really. And, you know, if you take a look at the markets over the last 30 years, they've annualized at around 9% a year. That basically means that if you don't spend that $1 million today, you're going to have $17 million in 30 years. And that $17 million at 5% will get you an additional $850,000 in income. So you have to understand, you make the choice now to buy an expensive car or blow that money versus saving it.
All right, well, Wayne, Senator, I just want to ask Wayne real quick. When you see the markets doing what they're doing right now, Dow up 216 points, but this is after we've had this crazy start to the new year. A lot of the average investors out there have been very fearful that this is going to be a very ugly year for the markets. Right. What do you do when you're invested in a market that shows this type of volatility? Do you stay in it for the long haul? I mean, what's your advice to people?
You know, when you talk to athletes, and we're competitive by nature, and you say, you know, maybe we can offer you a return, we're looking for safe stuff, you know, even if you're looking for 5, 6, 7%. Athletes don't want that. They're always looking for the big hit, 50%, 60%.
The home run.
Yeah, the home run. And that's the biggest problem. You know, from personal experience, guys come to you and they attach a big A-list actor name to it or a high-profile athlete. It's the best thing, new investment, great idea, and players are losing their shirts on.
All right, these guys are chomping at the bit. Get in here.
Wayne, first of all, congratulations. Big Patriots fan, but we talked offline. We always were scared of you in particular, so congratulations.
Thanks.
But when you're looking at those young athletes, like Gronk, for example, he's commented that he's saved every penny of his actual salary, and he's working off his fees that he gets for, you know, endorsements and things like that. Isn't the key to get these guys, like, right when they sign their contract, someone they can trust, get them into annuities, insurance plans, you know, those things that are actually going to be there when they're done, and try to separate them from a lot of the hangers-on, the people that just take. How do you actually break through that kind of mold?
Yes, the hangers-on. It's tough. Like, sometimes we have athletes in their second, third contract, they get it. They know it's not going to last forever. My career ended with a concussion, done. I woke up the next day, they retired me, my career was over, I had 3 years left on my contract, I was done, never made another dollar. So if you got to get to them early, but you got to get past the family members and that, you know, first line of defense, and it's hard. But if you can get to them early and explain to them, they don't need to get that second, third car or buy that third, fourth house for everybody.
That's a harsh reality that in your profession things can change that fast.
It happens.
You need to be prepared.
And Wayne, it's right across all the sports, right? It's not just football, it's baseball, it's hockey, right?
Well,
and athletes as a whole, just the vast majority of them end up being broke. So what's the voice that finally gets them to wake up and go, you got to just squirrel some of this money away?
Just speaking from personal experience, I think that's what helps my business is I've been there, and it's not just retiring and how I can explain it to them. It's not just financially, but psychologically, I know what it's like to make that transition. You know, when you retire, I took 2 years off to figure out what I wanted to do. You know, you might go out there and want to spend crazy amount of money because you don't know what to do with yourself.
I think we all kind of want to do that, but you got to think ahead.
You don't know what you want to do, so I think I could help athletes
all right,
a lot with
so
that.
thanks for coming in, and also I have to get real quick, Wayne, your Super Bowl pick?
Not the Patriots.
Come on, baby. Come on,
right.
they love you there.
No, I'd like to see Peyton, you know, do something.
Yeah, well, we'll see this weekend.
All right, Wayne Chrebet,
We'll talk
great to have
offline.
you this morning.
Thanks.
All right.